What I would say is at the moment, the plans to delist still requires the approval of the minority shareholders of up to at least 50%. The restructuring is absolutely necessary for them, but just to distinguish them from the list of other sort of legacy carriers that have gone to delist because of insolvency, Malaysian Airlines isn't actually insolvent at the moment. They still have cash, but they are burning it about 5 million ringgit a day, which would not be sustainable going into 2015.
Right. So do you think they're sort of anticipating, or rather trying to correct any of those issues coming up? I mean, as you said earlier, you described it as a pre-bankruptcy move.
Well, Malaysian Airlines isn't unfamiliar with restructuring. They've tried it 3 times in the last 15 years. They had one reasonably successful restructuring where the move of assets from the airlines, selling it to a leasing company that was set up by the government. So there is a possibility of success, obviously, but their fortunes have been unprecedented in the aviation annals, having sort of lost number of lives equivalent to the last 5 years of loss of life.
So in terms of restructuring, what really does it need to do this time? Because Khazanah has already highlighted some elements of that restructuring earlier this year, but what specifically needs to be done?
Well, it needs to be more competitive. There's a big delta between them and their competitors at the moment. So comparing with other legacy carriers like Singapore Airlines, and then on the short-haul routes, comparing with domestic carriers, Air Asia, and Malindo in their own backyard. And how do you do that? Obviously, controlling cost, managing labor, finding cheaper forms of financing. I mean, there are many things they can do and they will probably have to do.